Okay. What's going on, Ustream? We are live, Derek and I, in the Lemon Drop Studios, otherwise known as WPEB 88.1 FM. Thanks, everybody, for getting ready to check us out on Ustream.tv. Search Build and Destroy Radio. This is the Build and Destroy Radio program. Get ready to go hot. We're a little behind schedule on the radio. We're going to start that up in a minute. We are minus our music director tonight. Congratulations to Mark Bennett.
Passing the bar?
Yes. You are officially damn, what's my man from Love Book? You're officially Isaac. You are now dubbed the Isaac.
Isaac.
You are like
Ted Danson.
Ted Danson, cheers. Whatever we can put on you. It's official.
Yeah.
You're official, and I may or may not join you after the show, but we're going to try and get things started in one quick second. Bear with us. You're behind the scenes, and maybe Derek can tell you some jokes while I set things up. We're going to rock and roll, Build a Straight Radio. So this is, okay. Man. Okay, I think I'll put this right here.
Alright, God, did you see the skit I sent you with the Oscar drawn?
Yes.
With the voice on the phone? Was that
hilarious?
I've seen voice on the phone.
Only second two, the Beyonce skit
which was utterly hilarious.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
He
makes music for all of us.
He's all losing it.
He lost it.
When she came in, she was like, honey, what are you doing? You had a back turn? Like some Blair Witch. What are you doing? Listening to the new Beyonce song? And I really like it.
Like the head turn.
And I really like it. And then she started flipping out. Hey, your daughter's over there. You invited us for a play.
You invited us for a play date.
They were off the bat.
Hilarious, yo.
They were off the bat with it.
Okay.
Connected to David's icon to
Ustream. So I guess we don't have our theme music tonight.
Oh,
so
it's okay. That's absolutely. That's no problem.
We'll change the format up just a little bit. What are you feeling, Derek? Hip hop classic?
Yeah, that's a hip hop classic blended to it.
Hip hop. Instrumentals. On and on. Blended hip hop instrumentals. Only 4 minutes. We need an hour. So this one mixtape instrumental hip hop abstract. Let's go with this. Of course, we gotta go through the ad first.
Oh yeah, right.
For Capella University. Mic right here. And this is mic what? This is 3? This is 2. Okay. Check it on it. Check it on it. Absolutely.
Nothing on this, go.
Oh, it's because we're not high.
So yeah, okay.
Make sure you're too loud.
Still. That's still on what's the name?
Yeah.
It's
How you like that music?
Oh, you
don't work? That's right.
The music's butter though. Jeez.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still rocking with the best. Good evening, everybody. 88.1 WPEB is the place. FM on your dial. Ustream.tv. Search Build and Destroy Radio. We are live on the air. Excuse us for starting at 10 after 7. The date today is February the 16th. And we're still here.
Still here.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Build and Destroy team in the house. -1. You have to excuse us. We started things a little different tonight. Me, and comedian extraordinaire Derek Adger, minus music director Mark Bennett. We're going to try and hold it down tonight.
Absolutely.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Gov.
What's going on,
Good
man?
Tuesday evening, man.
Good to see you, sir.
Yes, you missed it. I missed the building. I missed the Lemon Drop Lounge. I missed the B&D team. The compelling conversation. Getting with our Philly peeps and abroad on Ustream.
That's right.
I miss everybody tremendously. Good to be back. Good to be back after a brief hiatus.
Yes, sir. It is. It is good to be back. Always comfortable to be seated at the place where we belong. At least we feel we belong on these microphones, broadcasting a little bit of everything. Sort of to keep in line with the this recently passed Fat Tuesday.
Yes.
A gumbo, would you say? A plethora of hodgepodge and gumbonian information disseminated from 88.1 WPEB. Yes, again, the Build and Destroy radio show. Derek and I in the house. Derek, man, yo, you know we're in the dead zone. There's not a lot of sports going on.
It's true. In that. Well, thanks to the Flyers now getting eliminated, basically 6 points behind. That's a wrap for them.
Wow.
Got to turn.
You counting them out already, man?
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But the way they're playing, they can't win. They can't string enough wins together. Inconsistency, injuries.
Yeah, it's not.
Come on, man.
They can't put more than one. They can't
we
get a
just
win
don't
streak.
have enough. We just don't have enough.
The Ghost can't carry us all into the playoffs. You know what I mean?
And with hockey, it's always good because we always count on that. Hey, just get in and anything can happen. That we usually count on, Duke. We're us being the playoff veterans that we are.
Right.
Gathering at the the lab at your luxury box. Watching Flyers hockey, playoff hockey. It's been a tradition for me and David to get together when playoff hockey strikes, but alas, it's not to be this year. It doesn't look like so. We got to turn our attention to pitchers and catchers reporting this Wednesday. Go Phils!
Yay, Phillies! How's your mic? Is your mic good there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, your mic sounds good. The mic sounds right. But yeah, man, let's go. We always start things off. Let's do our hot button topic right now. Let's play Rewind because we weren't here the last couple weeks. We got snowed in 1 week. Mm-hmm. The following week, what happened? Technical difficulties another week.
Yeah.
But we are back better than ever right now. So let's play Rewind. Mm-hmm. We are in the black zone of sports because football season just ended. Yes. We dubbed the new champion.
Yes.
And they are
shout out to Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
All our Broncos peeps out there.
Yes.
Gotta give credit where credit is due.
They did their thing. And you know what? People, in the back of my mind, I had to be honest, I went with Carolina too. But in the back of my mind, that was not a surprise because of two things. Mm-hmm. The youth of Carolina and inexperience.
Right.
And the play of that Broncos defense.
You had to know. In the back of your mind, David, you knew there was a chance that they could take Carolina out. You had to know. You put your faith on the line with Carolina, but it was, in the back of your mind, like you said, it was that little nugget of unsurety that said, you know what, Denver can take this. Right. As confident as I thought Carolina would put up points offensively, I said, you know what, don't get too crazy because Denver could easily take this game. I felt that way pretty much the whole time. Even as I was leaning towards Carolina, I just knew that Denver had as much a shot as anybody else.
Just as much a shot. Yeah. And then the third thing was the story was just set. The pages were set. The ink was not even settled on a triumphant homegoing services for one Peyton Manning.
Right.
The table was just set too perfect.
Yeah.
Similar to the way that John Elway went out.
Yeah.
Going out a champion.
Yeah,
I was like, this is too sort of everybody riding with the hot team, which was Carolina.
Sure.
They were the sexy pick.
Absolutely.
And then they set you up. They hit you with the left and set you with the right. Bam.
Yeah.
That Denver defense came through and made that team look as young as it was, and made Cam look like the inexperienced big game quarterback that he is, despite the great season that he had, right?
Yeah, exactly, dude. You're alive, man. What did you think about the game overall? Were you excited by the game, or?
The game was solid for the most part. You know what I mean? Despite, even though it felt like they were down in the first half and third quarter by like 14 or more points, they were only down 6 points.
Absolutely.
They were in that game all the way up until that What happened? The fumble.
You couldn't tell me, Dave, when they got that ball, you couldn't tell me Cam was going to lead a drive and win that game.
Yeah, it was looking.
You couldn't tell me. They said that, you know what,
Right.
he's gonna eventually, his offensive capabilities and his willingness to do what he's done all year, to take over games right when they need to be taken over. I said he's going to lead a drive and win this game. I could have sworn.
You could feel it. You could feel it coming at any
moment.
moment.
Just couldn't put enough points and put it away.
Right.
And when you left it up in Cam's hands, it just seemed so perfect. I really thought he was going to come down and get the W.
I felt the same way,
really
man. I really did. It did feel like that, but it wasn't to be. Like, they just couldn't get over the hump. And I was about to make a point. They just could not make the big play. And the point, it just came in my head.
Right.
This is the first game, pretty much all year, that they were exposed for the weak wideout play.
How about that?
That it finally caught up to
Somebody
them.
had to do it.
Philly Brown and Ted Ginn.
Well, once Philly Brown went out, he was their best.
It was done.
And then you had Ted Ginn. I mean,
Come on.
my thoughts on that. I won't get into that again.
Uh-oh.
But like you said, the weakness it wasn't enough to carry them.
Yeah,
It's a
caught up
weakness.
to 'em.
They need
Caught up
Kelvin
to 'em.
Benjamin back, and they don't know. I mean, I kind of perused a couple of Carolina message boards in light of the loss, and I think the consensus that they want to get another wideout. Teddy Ginn is really a third wideout. He's not your star.
No, they
Philly Browns is an up-and-coming young receiver, but they let Cotchery go. He was old. He's already gone. They let him go, and so now they got to have, Kelvin Benjamin come back, and they want to get a solid number 2. Teddy Ginn did enough and did put up numbers, but the drops came back, like you said, David.
Came back.
And the inconsistency came back to haunt them. Because if you look at that interception that Ward caught in that fourth quarter, that was a catch that really Teddy Ginn should have had.
First of all, that was a
He
catch.
should have had, yeah.
And again, another microcosm of the bad referee play
Yeah,
all year.
yeah.
What is a catch? What is not a catch?
Oh, you're talking about Cotchery.
Yeah, was that the Cotchery catch?
Yeah, I was thinking about the one
in the
that
first
intercepted
half.
the fourth quarter one.
Oh, yeah.
Off Ginn's
Oh,
hands
yeah,
and
off
Ward
Ginn's
intercepted.
hands. Yeah, right.
Ginn should have had that, but you raised a good point with the Cotchery one. I thought that was a catch. I really did thought it was a catch.
Absolutely was a catch.
They got to clean that up. Like you said, the whole what is a catch?
They've got to clean that up in the off
That's
season
gotta be
about what is a
priority.
catch and what is not a
That
catch.
was the
There.
priority. Yeah, man.
So, do you think the game is different with Calvin Benjamin in the lineup? Different outcome?
I don't.
I
As
don't-
good a
I don't
wide receiver
either.
is, I don't think. I mean, it might have made a little bit more difference, but Denver's defense was. Kelvin Benjamin doesn't block, and
Right.
Von Miller and Ward and DeMarcus were just out of pocket.
Yeah,
They were
because
out of
last I
pocket,
checked,
baby.
Calvin Benjamin wasn't going to be
Right,
blocking
exactly.
Vaughn Miller.
That's what I'm saying.
Because Vaughn Miller raped and pillaged that offense, that Carolina offense. He just took
It
what
was
he
so
wanted.
fast. I mean, coming around
Yeah.
that edge, he's knocking hands out like it wasn't even fair.
He was
The
definitely.
quickness way he was getting around the end there. It wasn't even fair.
He went all Boko Haram on
It
that
made
video.
you-
He just pillaged the town.
It
You
made
know what I mean?
every team in
Yeah.
the NFL, every fan who lusts for a defensive pass rush, including
And elite,
myself,
and elite.
it made you slobber at the mouth to envision
and
what
us
that
as
kind
well.
of pass rush
Elite.
could bring to your team.
You gotta have one. You either gotta have an elite
Elite.
quarterback or elite edge rushers to get you where you want to go.
And that's a fact, David.
That's
They
pretty
had
much
it,
been the
which is
formula
why they
with
won
the
Super
past
Bowl.
4 or 5 years.
Absolutely.
Elite
Absolutely.
or
Get to the
both.
class, get
Some
to the
teams are
class,
blessed with both.
Without having to blitz, you bring that pressure with just bringing 4 or 3, whatever your front is. You don't have to blitz. We had the Cardinals. We had sacks. We had the blitz to bring pressure. And Freddie, as much as I love him, was a one-trick pony. So we had to mix things up. We just couldn't get consistent front four pressure, which is a priority of our general
And again,
manager.
let's let
Congress
our
said we
listeners
didn't
know.
need to have it, David.
Who are you talking about?
Arizona Cardinals.
Your beloved
Absolutely.
Arizona Cardinals.
We couldn't
right?
get a consistent pass rush up front, so that cost us. So it's something that we got to look for in the offseason, and the Broncos put on full display.
Derek, my mic, I was talking, my mic
Oh.
was not on.
Oh, okay. Was it? I could hear you with this
It was
one.
ambient.
Okay,
It was ambient.
okay,
Sorry.
okay.
You know,
All
that's
right.
what happens when your music director's not
Absolutely.
here. You miss little things like your mic being on.
Absolutely.
You might need that during a radio
Your voice
broadcast.
carries them, Gump, so I guarantee
Yeah.
the Philly
Thank
Massive
you.
heard you.
Thank you. I
They
appreciate it.
heard you, bro. Trust me.
All right, Super Bowl recap. So your man Peyton Manning gets to ride off into the sunset.
Yeah.
He goes to Disney World the next day.
Right.
He, talks about what he's going to do. It's still not definitive about what his plans are going to be.
Sure.
I think his plan of field kind of tells what his
Yeah,
plan should
yeah,
be.
yeah,
But
yeah.
he's not definitive about what his next move is going to be.
Yeah, yeah.
One of the moves that is going to be is to his PR officer's office, his PR team's office, to try and fix his pristine image that took a hit in the weeks following the Super Bowl.
I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't know that thing was there.
I didn't know it existed either.
I saw a website. I saw a blurb on the web. Peyton Manning
nothing of it.
I saw it said Peyton Manning sexual assault. I thought it was like an Onion article or like a fiction story. That was just like a joke story. I'm like, Peyton Manning sexual assault. I thought it was like a shock headline or like something like on Media Takeout or something extra.
Right.
But then I found out he really did have a sexual assault incident back in when he was at Tennessee.
Well, let's draw a picture.
idea.
Let's draw a picture. Do you want to? I'll read this real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
New details have emerged from the little-known defamation lawsuit and subsequent sexual assault allegations stemming from Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning's playing days at the University of Tennessee. So, just to give a quick recap to our listening audience, Peyton Manning, 19-year-old. I think, what was he, a sophomore?
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Early days at University of Tennessee, BMOC on campus. There was a female trainer that said she was sexually harassed by other members of the team, and Peyton Manning was one of those members that was stated in the defamation lawsuit. Sexual, what is that? Sexual harassment suit that she filed. She stated that while on the training room table, she was treating an injury to Peyton Manning. And how do we say he placed his genitals?
Can we say Buells?
Maybe we can.
We can say Buells.
We can say Buells. This is community radio. We have to keep it, PC. But I think Buells is acceptable. His Buells happened to be placed on her head while she was treating him.
I thought it was in her face, Dave. I thought it was in her
face, on her upper forehead.
Oh, see, that I didn't know that. I thought it was just general area.
Should we say he kind of teabagged the
that's
situation?
Hijinks. That's hijinks. That's
college
hijinks. That is college hijinks.
College hijinks at its best.
That you might expect from the BMOC.
Yeah.
I'm like,
sophomore behavior.
Is this Jameis Winston or Peyton Manning?
Yeah, sophomore college behavior. Right. It just shows that no one is exempt from being 19 big men on campus.
Indeed. That's what I think it underscores.
And the thing that really gains weight or brings to light about this situation is the fact that this woman that is claiming these charges against Peyton Manning, these allegations, is very well respected. Yeah. Very adorned.
She's a doctor.
She's a doctor with her own practice, a thriving practice. Okay. So this is not some thought.
Right.
That was a jump off in the Tennessee booster room.
Right.
This is a well-respected. This is a young lady who was going through her internships through the football program, and Peyton pulled the old fraternal stunt on her.
Absolutely.
And, so wow. And what we're finding is that it was settled under the table.
Right.
There was a gag order put on for no one to talk about it. And Peyton, years later, is the one that brought these allegations back to light in his book that he wrote along with his father 3 years ago.
I heard about that.
Where he made damning statements about her again in the book. Okay. Which forced her hand to sue him. After the fact.
Right. Did I hear anything? I'm getting bits and pieces. Did I hear something about how Tennessee said for him to accuse to change the details so that a black player had done this? I was hearing something about that. How the university had said to put the onus on a black player, to name a black player, just a random black player, and say that he was the person that did it.
Well, you know what? Here's the mess. And this brings us to our first build and destroy question of the evening. Right. If it was another athlete, black or otherwise, would this have been a much bigger deal? But because everyone's All-American, Peyton Manning, it kind of got brushed into the table, and no one followed up on it. And here's where my problem with the whole situation is. It's not so much that he did that. He's 19. Not saying it. I'm not trying to defend what he did. Right. It was wrong. But it was a sophomore stupid mistake that a lot of 19-year-olds do. I've done dumb things at 19 at school. You've done dumb things at 19 at school. Peyton's human.
Right.
Okay. So the problem for me comes in the way it was covered.
Right.
Or not covered. This sat for 20 some odd years without anybody dusting off the archives to see what was behind these allegations and this settlement that was settled behind closed doors again. And the gag order that was subsequently put on for no one to speak on.
Right.
So, if this was Jameis Winston, if this was Cam Newton, if this was Johnny Manziel,
right.
how would it have been covered? And like I said, the guilty parties are not just Peyton Manning, but it's the University of Tennessee, it's the national sports media overall, because we want our heroes to be in a nice, neat box of how we want them to be.
Right.
And everybody loves Peyton Manning. He has this pristine image, Papa John's, Budweiser beer, just won a Super. And then this comes up.
Absolutely.
So no one is exempt from putting a little dirt on the jerseys.
Right, indeed.
So to speak.
You know what my problem is, Duke, and this goes back, and it still continues now. My thing is how college athletics elevate these players, especially when you're from a winning program like in Tennessee. They pretty much put them on, they deify them to the point where like these guys are gods, they're untouchable. And you hear more and more about stories where, legitimate complaints are being brushed over by the university. I think I was just hearing something about Arkansas where there was a fight and the two of the guys jumped a fellow player who assisted a girl who had been sexually assaulted. She went to the head football coach and told him about them jumping the player, and he said, "I'll look into it." And there was like little to no activity done. She's now kind of trying to raise the alarm about what happened and get more focus on, and trying to get the university to take more action. But that's just, a small microcosm of how the general picture of college athletics is, man. When you're on campus, especially at these big universities, the program comes first. Like almost the principle of the university to educate kids
you could dissect every one of these programs and find
exactly,
some sort of heinous offense
absolutely.
against women.
Whether it be Bowling Green or Florida State.
I just watched the Outside Lines on ESPN on Baylor's program about the sexual assaults and how the women that were sexually assaulted by these players for Baylor's program were encouraged not to file any charges, were intimidated by the police in the school.
My God, right.
Oh man!
The women were intimidated.
The women were intimidated not to file any charges and not follow through with their claims of being sexually harassed and raped by football players on the team.
Unbelievable.
So I mean,
look at the Vanderbilt case, like you said.
The Vanderbilt case, and they don't even take it there. I mean, but there's a responsibility again by the media to follow these things up and not just go for the easy story or brush things under the carpet. Look at what happened down University of Virginia with the lacrosse team. But the irresponsible journalism by Rolling Stones, that stuff proved not to be even true. But you ruined those guys' lives because you took the easy bait and jumped on the charges and the sensationalist thing. And the easy story was without doing your proper due diligence and research. So how do you go back and fix those guys' lives who their brands and images and family names are ruined, tarnished and ruined? So. It's a difficult thing, man. I don't know what Peyton Manning is going to need to do in the coming months.
I think he's got to address it at some point, Dave. He can't just let it go. I don't think he's just.
You think it's right? You think he should
address it? Absolutely.
I don't know about right now.
Because I don't know about right now, but it's not going to go away. And then you couple that with the HGH thing, and it's seriously trying to, like you said, smudge some dirt on his jersey. And they want to, there's his image is taking some hits. However serious they may be, but they're taking hits.
Right.
Say it for what you want. I mean, he's going out as a Super Bowl champion, but he's been, he played such a stellar career, and so long we've always looked at him as pure Peyton Manning, a family man, the wholesome guy. And now these last two little incidents are, as he's going out, as he's leaving, are kind of sullying, I think, the name a little bit. So I think he's got to address it. I think he's got to address it a little bit.
The Mannings are human.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Like anybody else. Absolutely. They don't walk on water.
They don't walk on water. If you prick them, they may bleed.
Right.
They may just bleed. Yes. So that's that. So
yeah, man.
But with the conversations jumped off. Me and Derek can talk about this stuff all night. And we'd like to hear from you if you want to give us a call and chime in on the 88.1 WPEB hotline. The number is 215-472-0882. We invite you to give your opinions on this topic and the other topics we'll be talking about tonight. You're welcome to give us a call. So Super Bowl. So you got Peyton Manning took a hit in a win. you ask me, Beyonce was win-win.
Yeah, Beyonce definitely was win-win.
What's your take on the nonsense and the slight firestorm
man.
of silliness that followed her performance?
It's nonsense.
What's with that? What say you?
People just look for a reason to complain.
Don't they?
Just to complain.
Just to hate.
Oh, they're wearing black berets. Oh my God. You know, this is reverse KKK.
The formation of an X.
Right.
Run for the hills.
And they have bushes. They have afros.
Oh no, afros and berets, black berets.
Unbelievable.
Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
It's an uprising.
So reactionary.
Come on.
You know, I mean, come on, man.
Stop it with the nonsense.
Just trying to find some reason to stir up the pot. But it's so uber sensitive right now. It's
uber sensitive.
David.
Come on. She's paying
I know.
homage to the Bay Area.
Right, exactly.
To the Black Panther movement, to Black Lives Matter. Is that so bad?
Jeez, if you
she rocked.
Exactly. She did kill it.
Stop.
She did kill it. I mean, just looking for a reason.
They tried so hard to make something out of nothing with that. It's just it was ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I think that the non-reaction, generally, of the people that have sense kind of speaks volumes. That tells you all you need to know. People are just overreacting, and at the end of the day, I think the outrage has died down. People are like, okay, whatever, Dave. It's a non-issue.
Right.
It's a non-issue, Dave. It's a non-issue.
It is. It's a non-separate.
It's a non-issue. It's a non-issue.
It's a non-issue.
Yeah, but she did rock it though. She did kill it. She did.
Yeah, she did kill it.
Did you see the video for that song?
I did. Tremendous video.
Crazy. Yeah, videos.
Beyonce makes some high art.
Oh man, she does, man. She
high
does.
art.
She does.
Yeah,
she
the imagery was tremendous.
Absolutely.
You know, B.
Yeah.
You know, B is just B.
Yep.
With that being said, I think we're going to have a great piece to talk about in the coming months.
Right.
She announced her tour also.
Oh yeah. It's coming to Philly too. Right?
Coming to Philly, I think in August at Lincoln Financial Field, August or June. I think June.
Yeah.
Tickets are a measly $800 to $1,300, something like that for a seat.
Unbelievable.
So we'll be talking about the things that we wanted to do, but we were too broke to do.
Yeah, man.
We'll be reviewing Beyonce in the coming months, so look out for that. Because I damn sure well know I'm not going to have the money.
You know what, a coworker of mine got tickets for $350.
$350?
She did, yeah. She just got her tickets $350 a piece. So
if you're a member of the Beehive, that's not a small.
Absolutely, yeah. $350. I mean, jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 3 concerts for me.
Come on, man.
$350? That's 3 shows.
That might be 4 if you squeeze 2 in
there. And South Street to TLA.
South Street between TLA and up by Penn at the World Cafe.
At the Blockley or whatever.
Yeah, squeeze 1 in the Blockley and two at the World Cafe. That's about 4
shows.
And that might be an Ishkadoodle thing of fries and a chicken cheesesteak. Yeah, that's a whole. There you go. 4 shows.
That's right.
And some cheese fries and a cheese
grub. And a post grub.
Concert grub. Maybe a brew, adult beverage to go along with it.
Come on, man.
Jeez,
unbelievable.
Come on.
I'm telling my coworker, I said, with your outfit, with your evening, what you gonna do? As far as going out, because she's going out on a date with her boyfriend.
Right.
I said, you're gonna spend almost close to $1,000.
Come on, man.
With the tickets and your outfit, you gotta get glammed up. You can't go to a Beyonce show wearing just any old jeans and sneaks. You can't do that.
No, sir.
You gotta go to Beyonce all out. You might get kicked out, Dave. You just go in there looking like you're straight. You might be escorted out.
That's right. That's what Kevin Hart was doing. You didn't come correct at his show.
Absolutely.
He's like, hey, we're taping. We are taping.
Come correct. Yep.
Turn that phone on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You better come with it.
Yeah, man.
At a B show.
So. Gotta come with it.
Yeah, so we'll definitely talk about that show.
Yeah, we'll be talking about
what we wish we would have done.
Yeah.
It's at the Link, right?
Huh?
It's at the Link?
At the Link. At the Link.
Wow.
She's one of those kind of performers, though. You have to say you saw her live.
Absolutely. That's true.
That's how tremendous her shows are.
That's true.
Whether you remember the Beehive or whatever, you have to see that epic show.
Indeed.
On stage doing her thing.
Yeah.
You can't take those years for granted.
No, you can't.
That level of greatness.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, man, you have to.
Yeah, it's like seeing LeBron and Kobe to say you've seen them.
Yeah, same thing.
It's that level. It's that level.
You got to see LeBron, you got to see Kobe, you got to see Beyonce.
Yep.
You got to listen to Billy Destroy Radio, too.
Absolutely.
You got to see Derek Adler in his prime.
You don't never know, Dave, when we might call it quick. Call it, hey.
All I know, they need to catch you. They need to catch all of us when they knew us when.
That's right.
Because when we blow, we're
gonna
be real extra.
You might be streaming pay-per-view. You might be a cost to you.
No autographs, security.
We might be entitled, Dave.
Yeah, Uber access to every show.
That's right.
You know, so
you better get it now.
Yeah, we suggest you jump on Building Destroy Radio right now in our infancy and incubation stage.
Yep.
Because once we blow,
yes, hey, there'll be no telling at that point. There'll be no telling.
I ain't gotta say nothing else.
Absolutely.
I think it's a good time for us to take a quick little break.
Yeah, absolutely.
Again, this is Building Destroy Radio. Welcome everybody checking us out. We want you to peep the show. We are live on Ustream.tv. Search Build and Destroy Radio. If you want to call us, if you're in the Southwest, West Philadelphia area, give us a call on the line, 215-472-0882. Derek and I are holding it down. We're going to let you know what happened to Mark while he's not here. The music director, Mark Bennett's not here tonight. We'll let you know when we come back from this break. But right now, you are in tune with the Build and Destroy program. We'll be right back.
Couple of customer community service announcement. We get one of those.
Huh?
Community service.
You got it?
Yeah, we get one.
All right. Yeah, man.
Grab two. One.
Good sir. Good sir.
He has one or two. How's Unc, Dave? How's Unc doing, man? He doing good?
Unc is good, man.
Yeah?
Unc is good. One of his boys or something is real sick though. Cynthia called me.
Okay.
Did you see about that jazz show she had? She had a jazz show that she was doing at the Bourse Valentine's weekend. She was part of it or something. So she had called me Saturday afternoon and said she had a free ticket because Barry couldn't take it. One of his friends had gotten a little sick. So I got to check. She asked me to give him a call. So I got to give him a call and check.
So he's been ripping and running?
Ripping and running because his friend or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was like, Cynthia, it's like 10 degrees out.
How about that? Yes, it was crazy on Valentine's Day.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I got invited to go down to a comedy show Sunday.
Really?
It was Buck Wild. And I said, man,
Buck Wild.
I said, I got this is ridiculous, man.
I can't make it.
I said, this hawk is ridiculous, dude.
I didn't step foot. I ain't come out till this morning.
Yeah.
We did the Valentine's stuff on Friday. You know,
it was cold all weekend, dude.
It was cold all weekend. Friday was like a nice storm. It was snowing. We left out of there.
Yeah, man.
It was snowing.
Yep.
So we got a grub.
Yeah,
subpar grub. Went to a high level place. Got to go right up to the paper, but we
went. You got takeout or y'all went out to eat?
Nah, we went out to eat. This spot called South.
Okay. Oh, you did that with Sunday? I did that Valentine's Day? Oh, Friday. Okay.
Yeah, we did all the postulates of more on Friday. Flowers to the job.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah. Chill. You said Mark that number?
Yeah. I said it to him.
Yeah, man. Y'all just try and stop by there and check him out.
Word. You see him pop over?
Yeah.
That's what's up. I would definitely roll. If I'm off tomorrow, definitely I would roll by.
Yeah, I feel you gotta get back home.
Yeah.
You gotta get back home.
Tendon bar.
Tendon bar.
You definitely gotta come do it.
Yeah. Anything good?
Yeah, I got two.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go back in. Build and Destroy Radio back on the scene with the Gangsta Lean. I am David Hanna.
And I am Derek Adger.
Back on the microphone. Derek has some community things of interest that people in Southwest and West Philadelphia might be interested in.
Absolutely. Build and Destroy, always about the community. We have the Beach Scholarship Fund. The Beach Scholarship Fund is now accepting applications from high school seniors and current undergraduate students at Temple University, Cheney University, and Lincoln University for the fall 2016 academic school year. To obtain additional scholarship information and to obtain an application, visit www.beachinterplex.com/BCS_scholarship.ASP. The Beach Scholarship is only open to Philadelphia students that attend or graduate from a Philadelphia public charter or private high school. Applicants must be under the age of 24 years old to qualify. Always talking about getting kids in those Philly area schools. Again, Cheney, Temple, and Lincoln University for the fall 2016 academic school year. Information is being taken down for scholarship to attend those schools in the fall. And speaking on the education tip day, we also have the Women of Faith for Education afternoon tea. That takes place this Thursday, February the 18th. There's a 2 p.m. reception and a 3 to 5 p.m. afternoon tea. That's at the Radnor Valley Country Club for those that can make it out. It's a good, worthwhile event. 555 Sproul Road, Villanova, Pennsylvania. There'll be fine dining, pre-VIP red carpet photo ops, student testimony, parade of crowns, live musical entertainment, and door prizes. For more information and sponsorship opportunities, contact Gregory Lyles at 215-925-9044. Again, that's Thursday, February the 18th. The annual Delaware Valley Women of Faith for Education afternoon tea.
Very nice, very nice. Those things going on in the West Philadelphia and Southwest Philly area, so make sure you check those out. Always some great things going on. We try to drop a couple gems on you for you to get involved and expand your universe. You know, nothing like knowledge to keep things going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Derek, during the break, you dropped some knowledge on me about your Valentine's Day.
Yeah, absolutely.
How was the Cupid's Day?
Valentine's Day was good. Valentine's Day. We said it was so cold.
It was so
we didn't do much. We like to lay low. My wife's out of town this week. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Austin, Texas. Crystal Andrews down there holding it down for the family, making that money, making business moves. So we laid low. Nice little dinner. Some takeout seafood actually. We went to Hawks on Woodland Avenue. Enjoyed their seafood. So we got some platters.
Did you eat it and take out?
We took out.
Okay,
we took out. Cool. Yeah, we said it was so cold.
It was so cold.
We just got takeout and chilled out at home and relaxed and enjoyed some time. But she'll be going for 2 weeks. So you know, it's
what are you gonna do?
I'm going Mr. Mom for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Hopefully it means to set my house on fire.
Oh man, risky business.
David,
around the drawers.
Indeed,
yeah. 2 weeks.
So holding it down for 2 weeks at the Adra compound.
Wow.
And that's what we do, David. You know, gotta step up in Mrs. Adra's stead. Yes.
Now, when you wear a chastity belt, does that chafe in certain areas, or are you pretty comfortable? Are things
I'm used to it right now, David. With the chastity.
But I'm sure Crystal put that on you right before she left.
Lock and key.
Yeah, lock and key.
Indeed, it doesn't chafe.
Okay.
It doesn't chafe. It's very comfortable.
Okay, good. Good. I just wanted to know. Not that I've ever worn one, but
right, absolutely.
Maybe in the future.
They make them. They make them a little, Velcro, little. They make them expanded these days.
Okay, good luck with that.
Technology has increased.
Okay, good. We're talking high
chastity
tech,
belt
microfibers,
2016, absolutely.
Stuff breathable.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Keeping you in check. Crystal, he's okay. I'll keep an eye out for you. If the whole chastity belt thing doesn't work out. All right, good. Alrighty. Okay, so. All right, our man Mark Bennett, our music director, a.k.a. Snoop Money, is not in the house tonight.
Yep.
Snoop, we want to send you a huge congratulatory adieu as you move forward in your life as a barkeep.
You're right.
Bartender.
And one more title to the team.
Yes.
Many titles that he's already accumulated. Bartender.
Another bullet
DJ.
Done. Yeah.
Pastor. I mean,
he just keeps going, man. This kid can't be stopped. He had another sword.
Yep.
Another sword to the already
multifaceted. Multifaceted. And it's always good when it can make you some money too. It's one thing to just get the skills up, but we use $100 in your pocket. The hustle's definitely real, David. Some bartender tips can add up on a good time, man.
Yes, sir.
I've seen it firsthand, man. Them things can add up.
Yeah, so
definitely shout out to him.
He's got his first. He busted his cherry in the drink of bartending as he tends his first bar after he graduates from bartending school. So again, we want to give a big Build and Destroy shout out to Mark Bennett, aka Snoop, as he takes his first bartending rounds this evening. So he'll be back next week.
Indeed.
We'll be back next week.
And he was always a good mixologist anyway.
Already, Mark can mix a mean drink. You're right about
why
that.
not get paid for it?
Yeah, he recognized his skill set.
Absolutely. We've been beneficiaries of his
we've
drink
used
mixing
many a drink at his
many a
place.
time.
Yeah. And they were damn good.
Yes, David.
And they were damn good.
Absolutely.
Yes, they were. So,
Indeed.
yeah, that's where he's at. So we're holding it down.
Absolutely.
And we were just before the break, we were shouting out Beyonce. She made, Queen Bee made another appearance.
Yeah.
The 56th or 52nd annual Grammy Awards. The Grammys were last night.
Yeah.
Big award show. Did you check any of it out?
I checked a little bit out, David. Yeah, I'm not a big awards guy, but I always like to watch a little bit. Seen a little bit. Like you said, the Katy Perry thing. I mean, I was a little bit turned off by that, but.
What did Katy Perry do?
No, that wasn't Katy Perry, David.
Gaga?
I'm sorry, Gaga.
For David
it was a little
Bowie.
weird, but I did. It was a worthwhile tribute. I mean, she actually sang great, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I think it stayed in the vein of David Bowie.
Yeah, sure. I can say that.
Yeah.
I can say that. That's you're right, David.
Yeah, that was a big cornerstone.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a furor in the R&B community.
Right.
We have lost another legend that's going on to better things in heaven.
Yes.
We said goodbye to Maurice White in our break.
Yeah.
Maurice died, co-founder of Earth, Wind & Fire, of course, passed away at 74 years old. The singer had been battling Parkinson's disease since 1992. His health had reportedly deteriorated in recent months, and because of the disease, he had not toured with the pioneering soul and R&B group since 1994.
Wow, okay.
So Maurice has been battling this Parkinson's thing, and it took its toll on him.
Yeah.
It's been going on for quite a while.
Yeah.
So, like I just said, the R&B community was in a bit of an uproar surrounding the salute or lack thereof for Maurice White.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
That went on. Now they put together
Steve Harvey
something.
went off today.
Yeah, Steve Harvey went off when it.
Yeah,
I saw a rant on YouTube. Eric Benet went off.
Wow, dude!
And a number of other artists voiced their concern
that's
over the lack of a proper send-off for Maurice White.
Yeah.
And we're not going to talk about the lack of. They hardly made any mention for Natalie Cole.
Right, absolutely.
So Maurice White got a little bit of a light send-off.
Yeah.
Natalie Cole got a mention in they always do the obituaries at the end of every Grammy.
Absolutely.
And she was part of that. They ended with her last.
Okay.
That was their salute to her.
Right.
But David Bowie got like a full 15 minutes.
Yeah.
12 minutes.
Absolutely.
With full full stage effects. And
indeed.
From Gaga.
That's crazy.
And
not
saying that David Bowie doesn't deserve that.
Right, exactly. They're taking nothing away from David Bowie. Absolutely.
Artists that cross genres.
Yes, man.
And set things up, eliminated race lines, blurred the lines between sexuality and music and pop and what's not pop and R&B. He did it all.
And could the same not be said for Maurice White?
Exactly. That's the whole problem.
As influential as Maurice White,
was almost just as
Earth, Wind & Fire, man, they blurred. They took lines away too. They brought other races into R&B.
Yes.
In the sense they were there. I mean,
they brought people to their turf.
Absolutely. Just as legendary as an artist, as
arguably maybe the greatest R&B funk fan.
Indeed, David, I agree. So I mean, you said that's a little bit of a slight. I want to research more about that, but I heard a lot of uproar about that in light of the Grammys taking place on Sunday.
Right. So it does seem like that he got shortchanged. Maurice White and the guys that Open the Fire were there. It was a very teary salute from the members of Earth, Wind & Fire.
Right.
So we said goodbye. We also shockingly said goodbye to Vanity from Vanity.
Yeah, but can you believe I just saw that tonight?
Yesterday.
When I saw our
line. Okay.
I didn't know that, Dave. I didn't know she passed away.
Rest in peace to Vanity from Vanity 6. I don't have her name right here.
Denise? What she went back to her regular...
Original name, Denise.
Right, absolutely.
She had been battling drug addiction for years. She was
Kidney
addicted
failure.
to crack all throughout the 90s.
Indeed.
That drug addiction took its toll.
Absolutely.
Her kidneys shut down. She had been battling a number of ailments, and it finally, came calling last night.
Absolutely.
What's to say about Vanity? Vanity 6 was that one of the first crushes we
had?
Vanity. One of the first hard
crushes. Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Come on, David. That's
Nasty
like
Girl. That was some
talking about
stuff.
At our time when we were coming up, right when we were coming of age, as far as like the ladies and women. I mean, it got no more real.
That is woven in the thing of us coming of age. Was Vanity,
yes.
Nasty Girl.
They were our Farrah Fawcett and You know, yeah.
How many people had that Vanity
Right,
Six poster
absolutely,
in
absolutely.
their dorm rooms? If you go back that far,
Between her and Apollonia, David, got no better.
Man.
It got no better.
Got no better. It got no better.
Yeah, so
sad,
shocking to
very
see.
sad
Yeah,
to
shocking
hear
to see she passed away.
Yes,
Man.
R.I.P.
Way too young.
Building Destroy, R.I.P. for Maurice White, as well as Vanity from Vanity Six. Denise, I will get her name. I apologize for not having that, but yeah, going too soon.
Absolutely.
Going too soon.
Yeah. I wonder how Prince is feeling. There's no statement from him as of yet. I'm wondering.
Nothing yet. I'm sure he's devastated.
Absolutely,
by that.
sure.
And I'm sure he, I don't know how close he stayed with her, how he stayed in contact with her.
Right.
Because I know in recent years, she had became a born again Christian.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
They kind of had drifted their ways as far as contact was concerned. But like I said, I don't know how. Like I said, how the relationship between them personally, in light of that. But I mean, he has to feel, a sense of loss. I mean, he basically made her. You know,
how could you?
He made her. They,
Yeah. So you raised an interesting question. We were talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire. Top 3 Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. That's a tough one.
Catalog. Can you give me your 3, Dave? What do you
My
think?
3, just roughly, it had to be in no certain order.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Devotion. I'm gonna go Imagination.
Yes.
And On Your Face.
You're pretty much right there. You're right there with 2 of my 3. Imagine it. That's Imagine.
One of the greatest freestyle runs by Philip Bailey.
At the end, when they go on that, I mean, David, come on. That bridge and that arrangement.
Excuse my vocals. Come on.
David, the arrangement of that song is absolutely legendary. Legendary. I'm glad you recognize that along with me. It is absolutely legendary, the arrangement on that song. So, I mean, I'm with you on 2 of your 3. My other one, I think I go with, let's see, Imagination, Devotion, and I Write a Song for You, I think.
I Write a Song.
Yeah,
I respect that song. Not one of my favorite
but
I did like it.
Right.
My other one, if I gotta throw a fourth in,
can you go
Love's
Reasons?
Holiday.
Love's Holiday. Right.
Come on, man.
Absolutely.
That was one of my first slow songs.
Right. Oh.
In the basement party.
Right. Reasons was one of mine, boy.
With
Reasons,
the blue and
man.
red lights on.
Reasons was clearly one of mine. The live version of Reasons.
Would you
I
mind?
mean, stop.
I think either that or Voyage to Atlantis.
Okay.
Yeah. My first song I ever
you could put together a playlist in a Red Light Basement first house party playlist. Easy.
Serious 10.
You could put together a mix of some serious songs. We could go all night about those songs, David. You're talking about some classics.
Serious things.
Absolutely. But clearly, like you said, that Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's hard to pick 3. Catalog's so extensive. So extensive. You can go Where Have All the Flowers Gone, and like I said, Reasons, and That's the Way of the World. I mean, there's so many songs. They're just great. I mean, you break out that catalog, but you'll be all day. They're just such a great group. And the thing I like about them both, they give you that sense of pride, of ethnic pride. I mean, for us, when they were coming on like in the 70s, they were on DAS, and Earth, Wind, and Fire was such a huge part of that landscape of radio turning the tide and becoming more Afrocentric and allowed a radio station like DS to flourish.
Right.
I mean, you're hearing Earth, Wind, and Fire regularly. They were absolutely. I'm sure if you talk to somebody from DS, they would tell you that.
Yes, absolutely.
They were a cornerstone of that station, man.
Absolutely.
Just great black pride and just such love and just the way their message was spoken through the music, man. You can't talk enough about Earth, Wind, and Fire. The legacy that Maurice White had with music. It's a huge loss, man.
Huge loss. So I don't know who carries that torch. I'm sure that the artists of today will carry that.
Yeah.
But you just don't build bands
like that. Absolutely. That takes.
You just don't.
Oh man, damn, you don't. That's a long gone era. 12, 14, 20, 25 albums. Deep in your career, spanning decades.
Still performing strong.
Absolutely, Dave. Who does that anymore?
I don't know.
Who does that?
I don't know.
Music right now is such a flame out business. They shine bright for a few years, then they're gone. So that longevity of Earth, Wind, and Fire is something to be marveled at, man.
Well, since we're talking about the Grammys, we gotta give a shout out to one Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, absolutely.
Who's speaking of flames shining brightly right now.
He's at his peak, can't get no bigger right
5
now.
out of 7 people at home did his thing.
Well deserved.
Plus a ground shaking, earth shaking performance.
Right.
During the Grammys. That performance was really a strong statement.
Absolutely, yeah, man.
As only Kendrick can do.
Yep.
And right now, there's no poet doing it the way he does it right now. He just blends it all.
Right.
You know, and we talked about his album, To Kill a Butterfly, before, and we talked about, one of the things I remember saying about it was that that's an album that's going to be critically acclaimed more than it's going to be popularly touted.
Right.
You know, because, like you said, it's not for everybody.
Right.
But you can really feel the artisticness and the artistry and the blood and sweat that went into the album.
Absolutely.
It was his heart. It was his passion.
Yeah.
That was a passion project.
Absolutely, and I respect that. Because it is good music. I mean, some people, artistry is, at the end of the day, it's not good music. But if you can make good music and still express your artistry, man, that's a double right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a win-win. And like we always talked about the difference between Good Kid, and Mad City, and this. Like, you look at what if he'd came out with this album first, would he be where he was? I think Good Kid set the plate for them to allow him to do that. Because Good Kid is such a more critically accepted album than Butterfly, but like you said, David, you made a good point. Last time we had talked about the albums. Mm-hmm. He made this album for himself. I mean, also to appease the fan. But this is where he wanted to be artistically. And he rocked out.
He came to a crossroads with his second album. And a lot of artists who are new and come out to a lot of acclaim and sell a lot of units the first time out, when they get to that first studio session, they can take it one road to the left. We can stay on that same path and make radio friendly hits and kind of just regenerate the same energy that we had with the first album. Or we can say this one's for me.
Sure.
And if you're down with me, ride with me on this. I know I'm gonna lose some people, but this is me. You're really gonna see me.
Man.
He chose that me route.
And
like you just said, Derek, rarely is an artist able to get his cake and eat it too. Express it the way he wants to get down, and still bring in loyal followers. He brought on new listeners. Gained so much respect for the artistry that he killed it.
It'll be interesting now. What about his third album? That's gonna be that'll be like
3 times the charm.
That'll be like an interesting table set. Like what's he gonna do with that third album? Where's he gonna go with it?
I don't know.
I'm curious. I'm gonna be right there with him. Kendrick's one of my favorite artists. So,
I'm sure nobody's more eager than his own label. The label's probably like, where's he gonna go?
Right.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
but he's got carte blanche right now.
Absolutely.
You win that level of Grammys.
Oh, indeed.
You officially got the black card. You got the black card. I mean, not that he didn't have it already.
Right.
He can do whatever the hell he wants to.
Indeed. Yeah, he's on that upper echelon level for sure.
Yes, he is.
People clamoring to work with him, I'm sure. I mean, he has his pick, man.
That's the other thing.
What a great spot.
People clamoring to work with him.
And he stays true to the TDE camp, which is great. You know, I like that he always, makes his TDE crew kick cool.
TDE crew is strong.
Yep.
So, another artist we talked about that had a big night last night, performance-wise, was one Justin Bieber. He won his first Grammy.
Absolutely,
His performance live at the Grammys was pretty tremendous too. He did a medley of the songs that were his hottest from his latest album, along with his new producers du jour. Diplo, Skrillex.
Absolutely.
That was a great performance.
Oh, it was definitely
great performance.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to him for, like you said, cashing over those producers, man. Those guys, they honed his sound so perfectly on this album, and kind of
took him a new
matured him a little bit. Matured him. Very mature sound.
Yeah,
this album,
it all fell in line with the maturation of the young Bieber.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
From boy to man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? His sound matured, he matured. You know, he couldn't write it any better for him. So
indeed.
The future is definitely bright.
Yeah, absolutely.
For Justin, you know. So, you know, we're going to see which way he takes it as well.
Yep.
What else we got going on, man? So I was all caught up in the Grammys last night. Watched that. I like I do every night.
Okay.
Did LaShawn McCoy watch the Grammys?
I don't know. Did he watch the Grammys?
Was he in Old City getting caught?
He might have been in Old City. I mean, he might have, he's a late owl, so he's a night owl.
Yeah,
so
he's a night owl. Bit of a night owl.
He's got to get his sleep for the
jump back on that sports thing a little
for
bit.
the chicanery in the clubs and
shady things going on in Old City.
Watch the Grammys.
Shady things going on in Old City, Derek. LaShawn McCoy.
Man, that was an epic transition, Dick. Love your transition. That was an epic one.
Shady things going on in Old City there with one LaShawn McCoy.
Absolutely.
He needs to be home watching a little bit more TV.
That would be best.
And getting caught in
he needs to watch
melees
more Grammys and more awards.
Philadelphia police officers.
Country music awards and everything. He needs to watch
he needs
more.
to watch the
Double
Image
Awards.
the Double Awards. You know,
the Nickelodeon Awards.
Yeah, maybe not the BET Hip Hop Awards. That's what got him in the mess he got in. Maybe not so much that lane.
Right.
You know, maybe he needs the more cerebral, esoteric award show.
Yes.
Maybe he'll check out the Emmys this week.
Right. That might work for him.
The Emmys might work for Chris Rock and those. That might work, as opposed to smashing Lowenbrow bottles and, Chardon bottles.
Breaking off-duty cops' ribs.
Yeah, breaking ribs of off-duty officers.
Yes, absolutely. Allegedly, right.
The bill destroyed budget is not the point we can take on lawsuits.
That's true, David. So allegedly.
Let's do a quick recap. This happened over about a week or so ago?
Yes, man.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Super Bowl
weekend.
Yeah.
How timely.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. A source with knowledge of the investigation confirmed by John Gonzalez of Comcast Sportsnet. He alleges that a brawl broke out at Recess.
Right.
A local haunt where
Old
the movers
city.
and shakers
Old city.
of the urban community
and
people that are fans of the urban community, athletes, rappers, of the sort, of the ilk.
I've never been there, dude. I've never been.
I've been there a couple
times. Is it a good time? Is it like is it like an upper echelon crowd? You said is that the Philly elite? Like you said, athletes, rappers, singers.
First of all,
people in the know.
Let's state one thing. Clear.
Okay.
I'm too damn old to be.
Okay, I see.
But I have been there.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm the old head in the back.
I see. Absolutely.
Sips on a brew and chills in the back.
You're probably there for purposes.
Yeah, I'm there for purposes.
Politic or whatever.
Parlaying, I'm with somebody.
Indeed, I understand. You exactly.
So I try to play really
exactly.
for drinking.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it's a young head spot.
I see.
As most clubs are. You see the Illuminati, the hip hop Illuminati of the city there. You might see Meek Mill popping in and out.
Yeah.
One DJ Active who I've been with.
Absolutely, sure. I see. Okay.
You see music industry.
Right.
Recess is the place to be.
I got you.
It's a nice little set.
Okay.
As hip hop sets go.
I see.
After hour spot, open till about 5 in the morning. So, and the thing that Shady got involved in, he's a frequenter of the spot.
Absolutely.
As were the off-duty officers.
Okay.
They frequented the spot as well.
Sure.
So around 2:45 a.m. Sunday morning, late Saturday night.
Yes.
The former Pitt football player, now the Buffalo Bills, formerly the Eagles, star running back. Him, Tamarcus Porter, one of the Bulls.
Right.
Shady McCoy, as well as Curtis Brinkley, former NFL running back, West Athletes home.
Tamar, he played he played in Pitt.
He played in Pitt.
Yeah.
So it was a football playing class.
Right.
They were partying up. They were turning up.
Indeed.
As the kids say.
Absolutely.
They were turning up. Bottles were flowing.
Right.
There was a dispute over one of the bottles. Cops said it was their bottle. Shady's crew said it was their bottle.
Right.
Words were exchanged.
Right.
Cops got roughed up.
Okay.
They got taken to.
Yeah.
They got taken. They got stomped.
Right. Sure.
Stomped out.
Right.
Okay. The cop suffered broken ribs.
Right.
One may have had suffered fractures.
Yeah. Orbital
fractures.
Like fractures.
Yeah. They got whooped up.
Okay.
So, but still, no official charges made against Shady.
Right.
Which leads me to believe that if these guys weren't cops, it just would have been a square up, fair one, and you got served.
And it's just a mayhem in the club.
You just caught an L.
Just mayhem in the club.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jump to past judgment on Shady for this one.
Sure.
Because if you get into something, you with your Bulls, of course, your Bulls are in, you're in.
Indeed.
Just so happened these were off-duty cops.
Yeah.
They got served.
Right.
So with that being said, the initial charges, they're trying to press aggravated assault charges on Shady McCoy and his crew. but nothing officially has been done. He hasn't been made to do any type of perp walk yet.
Yeah.
And this is 2 weeks in.
Absolutely.
Which leads me to believe there's more to the story than meets the eye.
Sure. The cops are saying they want to do a thorough investigation. They want to be thorough.
Which means that, y'all sure you want to press? I mean, all this is going to come down to Shady's lawyers are going to come to the police officers when all the evidence comes to fruition.
Sure.
And they're going to say, how much is going to cost us?
Right.
How much is going to cost?
Absolutely.
So Shady's going to be out of a couple $100,000, probably $500,000 or so, out of his pocket for that night.
Right.
Yeah, they're going to sell this out of court because it's a money play at this point.
Absolutely. You're right.
It seems to me that it's a money play.
Sure.
I don't know what you think.
No, I think that's agreed. You got injuries, documented injuries. It's going to definitely be a money play. You're absolutely right. Broken ribs and fractured orbital bones.
Right.
It's definitely going to be a money play. It's going to be something involved. But you know what, David? Like you said, you won't. And I didn't mean to cut you off. If you were continuing. You won't take him to task for that. What I want to take him to task for is just you're on the plus side of 25. I just believe you have to know better. You know, like you said, you're with your boys. By any means, you know, if as old as I am, if we were out at the barn and somebody started something with you, I'm going to be there to get my boys back. But at the same time, there's a level of I think, responsibility where you just have to know your surroundings and know what you have to lose, what you stand to lose.
He doesn't get there yet.
I don't think he doesn't get that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you're arguing over a bottle of champagne. Calm the bravado down. Say your words. You know, you know you're going to mumble your thing under your breath, but there shouldn't be that, that machismo so much on display that causes you to get into a physical altercation. You don't know if they have guns. They don't know if you have guns. Everyone is shooting everyone these days. Would it be worth it for you or one of your crew members to get shot at or over a bar fracas? You're not in. You just. It's not 1989, David. And after midnight. These are the 2000s where everyone shoots everyone. That's how you figure out this. That's how disputes get solved.
All it was fisticuffs.
Absolutely. And it just in that situation, you have so much to lose as a millionaire football player. You could get your boys out of the club at a certain hour and take the party to a private suite. You could when you have the money they have, David, the party comes with you.
Money.
The party comes with you. You dictate the party.
You dictate the party.
Absolutely. You think not?
And he doesn't get that there. I mean, this isn't the first thing. This is
a
long
shady
line. I'm not, in this particular situation, I think that he probably was justified in stepping into
He may have been, David. That's what I'm saying. You're right. He may have been.
But the problem is there seems to be a lack of maturity,
a
lack of growth. He still thinks he's a sophomore.
He's still the dude that kicked the girl off the party bus and suppose, when made her walk home, whatever. And then went on Twitter and roasted her, calling her a thought or whatever he called her.
Exactly.
I mean, it's the same kind of tour bus. Right.
He's at, as you make your money and as you get a little bit older, you're supposed to gain a level of knowledge and maturity.
Absolutely.
He's still flatlining at like 22 level, you know what I mean? 19 level.
Right.
Like, come on,
when he said tips and that kind of nonsense and just,
Chip Kelly took a lot of heat for the stuff he did. That might have been a move that actually in the long run might have benefited him.
Absolutely.
Let him go because Shady just doesn't get it.
No, he doesn't get it. That's just what's upsetting to me.
I
cheer for the guy. I like him, but I mean, come on, David. It's just not worth too much to lose. And you've seen enough violence go down. You know the way you know the way Goodell is, the code of personal conduct. It's not worth it to get into a fracas over a lousy bottle of champagne. Yes, words may have been exchanged, and like you said, David, we weren't there. You're going to get your boys back if it's a situation. We don't know to what role the cops elevated the situation. Did they identify themselves as police at any time? Did they maybe add fuel to the fire with their bravado? I don't know, but at some point you just gotta, like you said, Dave, just have that kind of smart to say, this is not a good situation for me. What I have to lose, let alone something happen to one of my boys. It's just not worth it, man. The clubs are crazy right now. It's such an unsure situation, unpredictable. People have guns, and it's not worth it.
People got guns. You walk in the situation. Plus, you step into a situation where they may have guns or whatever else. Plus, in general, you got a target above your head because you're the stronger person.
Absolutely.
You have more to lose than either.
Indeed. Financially, professionally, and everything else.
Protect your brand, dude. Protect your brand. That's all I can say.
And you got kids, yo.
You got kids. You got a family. You know what I mean?
It's unsettling when the cats don't get it like that, David. And by all means, it's far from me to tell a millionaire how to floss his money. But with a thing like that, the party goes where you want the party to go. You can have your own person. You are the party. You want to pull 10 of the baddest dimes out of there and have them go with you and your crew.
That's the whole
by
point
all
of the
means,
mission.
it's absolutely.
That's the whole
They
point of the
have
mission.
cake like that.
To pull bad jokes.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm saying?
sure.
And with that being said, let me just put a little period on this by saying, like I said, they pop fly to one another. A fight broke out. I'm sure them dudes that got their butts whooped weren't mentioning nothing about cops till they were getting stomped. Like,
right, yeah, at that point, yeah.
I don't think they came out and
said, yo, we're cops.
Yeah, we're cops.
To the point, at the point when you get the size 12 and a half, 10 rain down and you're not, that.
All of a sudden they became cops and they were getting pummeled.
Absolutely.
All of a sudden you will be Starsky and Hutch when you get your butt whooped.
Right.
So,
that's true, Dave. Hopefully that works out the best for you.
Yeah, so Shade decided to fight cops.
Right.
He's battling cops in the club.
Right.
Kanye likes to battle Taylor Swift.
Right.
That's who he likes to combat with.
Right.
Your man Ye.
He's so all over the place.
The Life of Pablo got released last week.
He is, yes. He's all over the place.
Under the backdrop of New York Fashion Week and the Grammy backdrop.
Right.
Kanye launches the new line of Yeezy season for this season.
Right.
And at the same time drops the much heralded, much anticipated, much ballyhooed Life of Pablo album.
Right.
Live streamed it. I watched it.
Okay.
Live streamed the Fast Show from Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
He is all over the place.
Right.
But your man Ye, he does things on such an epic level. I will say that. There's not too many cats.
You can't help but tune in, Dave.
Yeah, it's must-see TV.
I watched Saturday Live. I watched both of those performances.
Did you watch the performance?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I'm gonna get your review of that in a second.
Okay,
because first he dropped the fashion show.
Right.
And the album release in Madison Square Garden to a full house.
Wow. Okay.
Damn near 30,000.
He had the fashion show and concert
that
same day?
He did it like almost like an art installation.
Okay.
Where he had the center floor was covered, draped. You didn't know what it was.
Right.
He walked out to the screams of the crowd.
Right.
He did a quick introduction with his laptop. He plugged his laptop. Went to the Wi-Fi of the Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Maybe the greatest Benzie box you could ever have. The whole MSG sound system.
Right.
And banged out track after track.
Right.
A little description, banged out a track.
Yeah.
And as
he didn't perform, he just let the crowd.
No, he let the crowd soak it in. Soak the moment.
Okay.
And then as the tracks were playing, the shroud and drape dropped down, and it was this whole line. He had about 100.
Models.
150 models.
Right.
Of all shades of brown.
Right.
With the hues of his line. Just standing there.
Right.
In a disenfranchised kind of state. Absolutely. Like art installation, like just stand. Yeah.
With that disgruntled look on their face.
Some are rubbing their locks.
Right, yeah.
And looking like they're pissed at being there.
Yeah.
Others look dismayed, like, where am I? Others kind of just look like Hayes looks. Others just stood there like mannequins.
Just kind of open.
It was like a live art installation of his line.
Wow.
Every piece of his line. Over 150.
Like, why am I here?
The women wore a sheer version. They wore some of his sweaters. Some had sheer see-through versions.
Right.
They exposed themselves.
Oh, I see.
The guys had all stuff. So, I mean, I thought the whole experience was kind of dope.
Yeah.
Classic Ye stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I have to say the album is dope.
Okay.
Life of Pablo is dope.
Wow. Okay.
His most musical album probably since The Graduate.
Okay.
Very sonically tight. The music is
absolutely.
It's dope.
Okay.
I mean, the number of cameos and people and collaborations. You saw it on the Saturday Night Live performances.
Right.
When you go from Kirk Franklin and Kelly Price
to
Young Thug and El DeBarge,
people all
come
over
on, man.
the place.
Come on, man.
Just dipping into the basket.
Can anybody else do that except Ye?
No.
So what was your take on? Okay, so he followed it up with the Saturday Night Live performance.
Right.
What was your take on Saturday Night Live performance?
It was compelling, David. I mean, it was like
must-see TV.
It was must-see TV. It's hard to say whether or not it was dope, but for better or for worse, he crushed it. Mm-hmm. He crushed the performances, man, because he's he puts his all into it. He's a compelling figure on the mic. He strikes a provocative pose. I mean, just him on the mic, and his whole delivery and the way he gets into the music. I mean, Ye immerses himself like no one else. Right. So it's like you're tuned into him regardless of what you think about him personally or musically. And like it's hard to say whether or not I think it was dope, but he crushed it for whatever, for better or for worse. He crushed
his stuff is stuff you have to let marinate for a
minute.
Oh,
definitely.
Because he inundates your senses with so much.
Yeah.
It's tough to take all of it in. Like, those performances were big.
Absolutely.
All the people, the graphics, floating over, the angle in which they showed it. You know, like, you're like kind of scratching your head.
Exactly. You got to work it like, what's going on? I guess.
Am I not going to be hit if I say Kanye?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
It's a lot to take in.
That's what I mean. That's what I say. But it's like, I'm guessing he crushed it. For what it's worth, I mean, delivery and everything. It kind of was hard for me to get into the song. A lot of times when artists perform songs live, you don't know if that's the same as on the album. So, you don't know what he's ad-libbing. But it just was very, like, musically dope, I guess. The performance for what it was compelling. It was must-see TV.
The only reason why I could really dig it in because I had seen it. I watched the show, so I heard the track.
You had already heard it beforehand.
I had heard some stuff beforehand. So it marinated with me for a minute. But, there's stuff that's coming out from the Saturday Night Live performance. Like, a half an hour before the performance, he was going to walk out. Because he was
walk out like he's not going to perform?
He wasn't going to perform a half hour before he was going to go live. Right. Of course, it's Saturday Night Live.
What was something was wrong?
He was upset about the stage set, and he didn't like the way the graphics were coming off. So he, the classic Kanye spiel. He goes off. It took Kim Kardashian.
I quoted Lorne Michaels, and
right. Like no, I'm not going on. Like it took, from what we're hearing, it took his wife Kim Kardashian. To calm him down and pull him back and tell him what such not a good move this would be if you don't do this. And she talked him into performing.
Okay.
So he did it. Classic Kanye.
See, I didn't hear about that.
Then in the interim, before he goes on stage, so he has to be talking to performing. And then earlier than that, he goes on a Twitter rant about the greatness we're all witnessing and what it took, and he drops a bomb on people saying he's 53 million in personal debt.
I saw that. Okay.
Saying he's 53
million. He said this before the Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, he put all that out before Saturday Night Live.
Right.
So he's saying he's 53 million in debt.
Right.
I can only guess it's probably from his various artistic endeavors. He probably shoveled out a lot of his own money.
That's what I'm hearing.
It's not so much bad investments or anything. I think he poured a lot of his own money into stuff.
So he's certainly not 53 million broke, like in not owing, but what he did, like you said, it's at this point he's waiting on that investment. He's not seeing the return on what he put in. The 53 million that he had on top of what he already had. So that's what he made, I guess. At that point, he needs to see the returns. I guess
he hasn't seen the returns.
Justify the expenditure.
I mean, because he has a singular vision about how a very singular and precise vision about what he wants.
Indeed.
Fashion-wise, artistic-wise, sonically. And it's going to take people a minute, like we just talked about, to get on his bandwagon. So he's not going to wait.
Right.
I give him props for that.
Okay.
He's taking his destiny into his own hands. He's like, y'all ain't gonna give me the money, I'll put it in myself.
Right.
With his sneakers, with his clothes. And then eventually he finds suitors like, okay, we see where the money's at. We'll float you something.
Absolutely right.
And then beyond that, he asked Steve Zucker to invest $1 billion.
Unbelievable.
What did he ask Zucker for?
Was it a bill, dude? A loan of a bill?
He asked Steve Zuckerberg to invest $1 billion in his ideas.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Steve Zuckerberg. I think I mixed up Steve
Jobs. You're right.
That's like the Frankenstein of geniuses and whatnot.
Absolutely right.
Zuckerberg. Yes. You're super genius.
Right.
So it's Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes.
He asked Mark Zuckerberg to invest $1 billion in his ideas.
Unbelievable.
So now
Zuckerberg's clearly got it. I mean, he's probably got that sitting in one, let me go.
Yeah.
He fat his pockets. He's like, you know what?
Bring my Nike jacket over here.
Can you bring my pants, those pants pockets?
Exactly.
My green slacks.
Yeah, wants $1 billion.
Absolutely.
I'll float it to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he floats that out.
Unbelievable.
He floats that out.
Wow. Okay. For investment, he wanted that for investment purposes?
He wants an investment in his ideas.
Unbelievable.
So,
wow.
So $53 million in debt, he says. What do you think about that? Think it's true?
I think it's like you said. I think it's more so just a matter of his what he's sunk into the clothing line. I mean, clearly, you don't spend the kind of money he's got to be $53 million in debt.
That's one of the reasons why Nike wasn't willing to
right,
ride
exactly.
with him.
I mean, the money between him and his wife, the loot they got is so long. It's not even an issue. $53 million seems like a lot to us, but to them, I mean, that's nothing. I mean, but I think it's more so a matter of his investments. He's not eating oodles or noodles anytime soon.
No.
So, that being said,
I think it's
no, right. Get 4 wings and fried rice for $3. No, sir. No, I tell you what, though, I meant to chime in. Those jeans were tremendous that he was wearing. And he's wearing those jeans that he had on Sunday Live were just something serious.
Okay.
Man. Well, I don't like his clothing line per se, but those jeans were tremendous.
You like his sneakers?
I hate his sneakers.
You don't like
I think
them?
you would
like
and said you like some of the pairs. I don't like them. I don't like them.
Yeah.
Okay, you would wear them personally?
I would.
Certain pairs? Okay, that's fair enough. I won't knock that. I don't like them for me, but I can see I can see them being worn.
One of the things he said at the end of his show, he went on one of his things. He in addition to the music and the clothing line, he revealed early graphics of a video game he's designed based on his mother ascending to heaven.
Right.
So he showed some graphics from that.
Holy smokes!
So he has a video game coming out. So he dropped that, and he made the people clap. Like, clap for this. To quote, to paraphrase it, he's like, y'all think this ish is easy? I'm trying to show you this stuff is not easy. To make people believe in your vision and get them to follow your dreams. And I was like, okay.
What's the video game concept, David?
They show the graphic and it's based loosely on his mother ascending to heaven and the people going to heaven with her. So they showed his mother in the form of an angel in the clouds. She's kind of like going to fighting her way up to heaven.
Holy
to the light, flowing to the light. So it's a game based on it now. What the gameplay is going to be. The concept for the gameplay, who knows?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be a platform? Game for on PlayStation or Xbox?
It's a game platform. Wow. Yeah, it's gonna go on a game platform.
Okay.
So he dropped that, and he also announced silly announcement that he made. He announced the game thing. He announced that with the sneakers, moving forward, part of the maturation and growth of his brand is that Adidas has promised to make more, so they won't be in such rare supply.
Absolutely.
And the price point is going to lower down.
I know you were talking about the price point.
Yeah, he said they're going to be cheaper.
On his
and
gear,
people will be able to actually buy.
Right, on his line, period.
Right, on his
clothing
line.
and sneakers and stuff like that. Okay.
And, Kanye, once you sift through the bravado and the douchebagginess that he can display sometimes, he makes some very salient points about
it. Oh, he does, David. If you weed through the crap, I mean, he's a smart guy.
He
is no dummy.
No doubt about that.
By no means. He's no dummy, man.
No doubt about that.
He can conversate, I mean, with the best of them. I mean, he has opinions, and they're
very strong.
Like you said, once you weed through it and get his point, he's a smart character. He's no dummy. Kanye's no dummy.
No, he is not.
And that's for sure.
So he just spoke about that, and he just said that that's the growth of his brand and the beauty of his partnership with Adidas. That they're basically riding for him.
Yeah.
And he thanked them. He's like, they put the money up for all this for Madison Square Garden.
Adidas did?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure that's not like renting the
right.
ball.
No, right. You rent out Madison.
He cleared out the garden.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my god! How much were tickets for that?
He was giving them away. I don't even know. They were just. I think there was like a lottery to get them online.
I see. So it wasn't like you could just go to the box office and say, "Hey, I want 2 tickets at a Kanye." Wow.
I heard they sold out in minutes.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah. So the time is just about 25 minutes at the end.
Absolutely.
We're gonna take another pause for the cause, another break. Again, this is 88.1 WPEB. Broadcasting live from beautiful Southwest Philly, the Lemon Drop Lounge, what we call it. This is the Build and Destroy radio program. Derek Adger and myself, David Hanna, in the house. Music director Mark Bennett is tending the bar right now. Is mixing a gimlet and vodka as we speak. And
with a twist.
With a twist. The line one more time, if you would like to give us a call on the line, 215-472-0882 are the numbers to dial. If you would like to watch us live on Ustream, on any of your devices, your phone, your tablet, your PC, your laptop, we are live right now on Ustream.tv. Search Build and Destroy Radio, and we'll come right up. Derek and myself doing our thing. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back again, y'all. Thanks for checking us out. This is Build and Destroy.
pedals.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Dope.
When I'm pressing the service,
Yes.
I can come over a couple seconds.
You got some gems in the fucking crate too. You got some gems in the crate too, bro. So that is that, Gov.
That is that,
bro.
Gold trick too.
Yeah, man. Hey, Gov, what was I meant to ask you? I saw, was Evan in the news not too long ago, just after Evelyn?
Maybe. She gets so many accolades today. You know, she's like,
listen,
Grand Basilius, the East Coast.
Right.
She's running the whole East Coast.
Yeah.
She's back from Dubai. They had an AKA thing in Dubai.
Well, I think I did see that with the camera. She was in the camera.
They're in Dubai.
What?
Stepping in the sand like Arab Americans. Sheets. Watching the step show, you know? Hey, went to a foot by weight.
It's very interesting.
What
is it you say, this ski-wee thing?
This ski-wee thing. I like this.
It's nice.
Come on, man. Damn.
Yeah, that's big things right there, dude.
Doing things, big things.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Right?
Yes.
How you have your conclave in Dubai?
That is outrageous.
Damn, niggas like, we going to Cleveland.
Right,
yeah.
I'm just trying to go to
Cincinnati. I'm going to Dubai. What the hell? Because Johnny asked me, he's like, yo,
that's big.
I see Echoes in Dubai. I was like, I think so.
Yo, I think I saw that on Facebook too.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, Ev is all.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
She always has been on
indeed.
That next level.
Yeah, man, absolutely. She has kids now?
Yeah, two.
Okay, two?
Yeah,
Andy
Panda.
kids? Okay.
Her daughter.
Okay.
Her daughter looks just like her.
Really?
How old is
your kid?
I think she's 9 and her son is 7.
Okay.
9 and 7, something like that.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. So, so we gotta get back to this Sunday thing, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm down with whatever you guys
strategies to push this agenda along.
Yeah. Yep. I'm down with whatever you guys do.
Yeah, we're on cameras. I can't get the specifics, but
okay.
You know, we definitely gotta do that.
Yeah.
Go.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Oh my goodness. Woo, that little breakdown pause.
This is highly getting money.
Oh man, this is classic material right here.
R-A-W.
Yo, you know what? I had heard the other day, like I listen to 107.9 every now and then with hip hop. Just when you compare and contrast, man, we might have the topic of just sometimes it's good to hear cats rap again, David. They played a brand Nubian song. They played One for All, and it sounded so good.
Crisp and good.
It sounded so good to hear Pooh and them just spit lyrics.
You know what I heard on this?
Dude, it just sounded so good. Nobody rhymes anymore,
Nobody rhymes.
Nobody just gives lyrics and just...
It's just a stream of consciousness.
dude.
Save that. We're going to talk about that in the last half hour.
Yeah, man.
Save that for us.
So
I'm going to leave
good.
with you on that. We're going back with that because I need to talk about
that. I was like bugging about how good it sounded.
You talking about that. You know what I heard that just lit my ears up? What? Don't let it go to your head. The joint Grand Pooh.
Don't let it
Oh, it sounded so good here. Pooh Bah dropped off.
Yes.
Drop to that. They don't rap anymore. We gotta go back and let's do this last half hour. Yeah, come on, let's do this last half hour. I need that. I need that. Come on, man. I like it. I love it.
Oh my God.
We are back. Build and Destroy Radio. Lemon Drop Lounge. WPEB 88.1 FM. The number to dial 215-472-0882. Rounding down the stretch to the final half hour of the Build and Destroy Radio program. Comic extraordinaire Derek Adger in the house. I'm 1/3 of the hosting team, David Hanna. Mark Bennett is now moved on to a vodka and cran. Doing his thing in his inaugural outing as an official bartender. What's good, Mark? What's good, Snoop? So, we're in break, right? You know, winding things down. Derek, you just tapped into a topic that we need to talk about in this last half an hour.
Yeah.
And that is the art of rhyme,
absolutely,
or lack thereof in today's music scene. What were you just saying?
I was saying, I mean, under this crisp beat, classic hip hop. I mean, it's just, you know, I love my rap music. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody says hip hop is dead, and we listen to a lot of rap on the radio now. But in light of a lot of the rappers that mumble and these unintelligible bars and different concepts, they're not really putting rhyme to beat, putting rhyme to beat. It's good to hear. Like, you listen to 107.9 every now and then, and it's really refreshing to not sound. I'm not sounding like an old man, but it's good to hear cats rap over beats.
That's why that format is like the hottest format going
over
for
beats.
The sentiment you just said.
To rap
people
over
are
beats.
Missing this. People in our demographic.
Indeed.
You know,
like, I listened to One for All for brand new beats, and you know you hearing Grand Poobah, you know,
don't let it go.
A landlord named Roper gave a show at the Copa. When I'm finished with this, I'll be paid like Oprah. So Honey Dip wants to get fly. I'll just play like God, and I'll say, see you later. Here comes the dude with a motivator. This is what to do. Going through with the residue.
Just to flow like, over a track.
It was beautiful. I was like immersed. I got caught up for a moment.
And you're gonna make me go home. And
I got caught up for a moment.
I need to hear some real stuff.
Man, nobody does that anymore. Nobody rhymes over beats.
We're trapped in a period because, you know, entertainment industry overall is an imitation game.
Right.
Where every time everybody's got to have that hottest thing.
Yep.
And we're trapped in a period, an era right now where there's this kind of stream of consciousness rap where nobody puts together, you know, coherent
cognitive, everything's that drug haze rap.
Outside of J. Cole and Kendrick.
Yes.
You know, all these rappers are mumbling and they're just kind of talking about promethazine and smacking ass and you know, and, you know, I like that. I dig the turn up scene. You know, I dig it. I admire it. You know, because for me, music, hip hop in general, I'm always looking for that energy. That
definitely, and we can appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm a vampire.
We're not bitter old man.
I'm outside of them. I'm not bitter.
No,
we're not. Neither of us are bitter.
No,
but you got real recognized. Real,
absolutely, man. Like, yeah. What brought me to the love for the first, you never forget your first love when you first got into rap, when you were in that golden era. And I'll say what it was. It was a golden era. That 90s hip hop was golden era. It was as good as it got, David. I mean, it's like every other release was just dope. And it was from trust rappers that we knew or respected. You know, when they put out music, it was like you knew you were going to get their best. And it was rhymes over beats. And that's what basically what the hip hop formula was. Now it's a lot of other things into that. You have to have this right producer and this guy, you got to auto-tune his sound and this, you know, everything's tracked up. And, you know, it's like nobody, and then the record executives are looking for that. So success breeds more success. And this is what they want. This is what they're focusing on. And they're maybe eschewing the hot cats like Stan Smith. And there's a lot of dope. I don't know if you've ever heard of Stan Smith.
I've heard of Stan Smith.
Oh, these typical
He's a Boston area rapper.
I think so. Yeah, he's so dope. Yeah. But you know, they're foregoing the typical classic boom bap rapper in favor of the trap rapper who, you know, puts out the songs that sound like Future and Fetty Wap and everybody else. This is what's hot. This is what's hot. Young Thug and these rappers. And, you know, Migos, and this is what the real rap is right now. And not to knock these brothers, but I'm just saying we love what we love and we'll always love what we love. So it's good to hear that every now and then. We got a call to the
We have a caller coming in. Derek, you want to take
Absolutely.
Let's see who this is on the line right now.
WPB, this is Derek. Cynthia, hello, how you doing?
We have a caller. Does she want to go live right now with us?
Oh, absolutely. Cynthia, you raised a good point. We would love to have you live on the air. Can we put you live on? Thank you, Cynthia. Appreciate it. David, we have Cynthia on the phone.
Cynthia, good evening. You're on Build and Destroy Radio.
Good evening. I'm so enjoying the discussion about all the music you guys are talking about this evening. And you're talking about beats and music and rhythm and rhyme. And I just have to say that I found out that Maurice White was a drummer and a great session drummer.
He did that in a lot of his concerts, didn't he? I saw Maurice play like percussion and stuff.
But he was a session drummer for the Intruders.
Wow.
At Chess Records. And he also played for Ramsey Lewis Trio.
Okay.
session drummer on the song "Stay in My Corner."
Okay.
If you listen to that song and you hear that drum, you go, "Wow!"
He did his
and
thing.
he's not only in the corner, he is in the pocket.
Let's hedge this. This is Cynthia, 1/3 of the At the Round Table with Barry, Denise, and Cynthia.
It certainly is. It certainly is.
Yes, you can check those guys out Wednesdays from 7 to 9. You guys will be on tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Very good. Cynthia, did you get a chance to check? We were talking earlier about the Grammys. Did you watch any of the Grammys?
I did watch some of it.
Okay.
I did. And the interesting thing about the Grammys was Lionel Richie and all the wonderful music that he's written, and how he influenced even another generation of artists and country. Did you know that he took his album of all that great music and now country singers are singing his music?
Come on, you kidding me?
Together an album.
Lionel Richie will go down as one of the greatest country western performers. Come on, Penny Lover. Those are all country western songs. You put that in Charlie Pride's hands.
It's a hit.
Penny Lover. Come on, those are country songs. Those are country songs. Am I lying or what?
They are.
Yes.
That's why all those country singers got together and did that album with Lionel Richie.
But hey,
go back to
yeah.
the drummer in Maurice White. He is one of many drummers who came out as a soloist. And I think it's because the drummers, they hear and have to accompany everything.
Right.
Eddie Pendergrass was a drummer.
Didn't know that.
And they're always on time. Their music is always laden with just so much passion because of their first love. You know what,
Cynthia?
I have another thing to tell you that I found out about Maurice White.
What else?
He and Philip Bailey did all of the vocals.
Just those two?
All of the album.
Wow. Verdine didn't sing?
I thought Verdine. Not lead vocals though, right? So you're talking about lead vocals, Philip and Maurice White, correct?
Okay.
Did all of the vocals on all of the album.
Wow.
They were the only two. And it was, they said it in an interview to Tom Joyner.
Okay.
And Tom played that interview the morning after we found out that Maurice White had passed.
You know what? One of the things that Derek and I were talking about tonight, as we did a kind of Grammy recap real quick, I was particularly upset at how both Maurice White. Well, first of all, Maurice White was done an injustice. He wasn't given enough of a spotlight as he should have. And I although Lionel Richie, had his thing done for him, little medley done by different artists. I thought that higher profile artists should have did his songs. I thought that was an injustice towards him. Maybe they wanted to do that on purpose to show the bridge between Lionel's music and the next generation, I guess. But, I was particularly upset about the lack of homage that was not paid to Maurice White properly. After we saw David Bowie get almost 20 minutes. Maurice White, almost Derek brought it out, a great point that Maurice White, the Earth, Wind & Fire was just as groundbreaking and genre bending as David Bowie was.
Absolutely.
Or as the Beatles were.
Oh, absolutely.
Them as well.
Absolutely.
And had Earth, Wind & Fire been, let's just say, from England, they probably would have even been a larger
I hear that.
Indeed.
act.
I agree.
Cynthia, can you give us your top three, your favorite three Earth, Wind & Fire songs? We hadn't talked about that. Can you give us your personal three, the music maven you are?
I'm going to tell you, it's hard for me to say the top.
It's very such an extensive catalog.
I can't.
Okay.
But I did love, I'm sorry, the song with the emotions, and I found out that Maurice White produced the emotions.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So soon, but I love Boogie Wonderland.
Okay.
I
Yeah, that was all Maurice White, absolutely.
I love the horns in that. I love that whole video, and I just love that the girls joined them in that tune.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
anyway, I can't give you top because
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. We appreciate the input.
everything they did was wonderful.
Indeed.
Yes, and that's
indeed.
game recognizing
Yes,
game. Because,
absolutely.
people don't know. I'm sure your listeners know that you're a fine instrumentalist. And,
Absolute in your own right.
And, yeah, in your own right. So,
Okay.
so modest. So modest.
Imagine the conversation in Chess Records when Maurice White met Etta James and he's playing behind Etta James.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, how about that?
He could cross so many barriers. Like you said, with Ramsey Lewis and that Sun God album,
Okay.
they're all over that.
Yeah.
You know, they can go so many ways. You said jazz, deep soul, funk.
Yeah.
They could go so many ways. And when you said Maurice White was just songwriting and arranging and producing, those guys were just, they're amongst the tops.
And they also, Earth, Wind and Fire, they weren't even really heard of. Melvin Van Peebles used him in the movie Sweetback.
Sweetback.
Yeah,
Badass
yeah,
Revenge,
absolutely, right,
That's-
right.
I did know that. Yeah.
Yep.
I had heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, Cynthia.
Yeah.
If you want to put your thing down, you just need to come on down
Absolutely,
Tuesdays from 7
right,
to 9.
yes, indeed.
The door is always welcome.
Oh, well, thank you.
If you want to come on through, young lady.
Okay. Okay.
Great to hear from you.
Hey, have a great weekend.
You as well.
You
Have a
as
great
well.
show.
We miss you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
All right. What's up?
Bye-bye. All right, Cynthia. 1/3. Go ahead, let me know.
1/3 of the Barry and Denise roundtable with Cynthia.
She
Catch
chimed
them
in.
Wednesdays at their regular time slot, David.
7 to 9,
7 to
right?
9. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Detroit Radio. Shout out to Uncle Knowledge.
Yes,
Barry,
sir.
Cynthia and Denise.
Yes.
They do their thing.
Indeed.
Yeah.
But David, you were saying to illustrate your point about the hip hop, you were saying you were listening to some good hip hop this weekend as well.
I was.
That Pooh-Bah.
Grand Poobah, Don't Let It Go to Your Head. And then, as I sheltered myself from the cold, I found myself just watching movies with
Yeah.
it. And I felt like, one of my favorite movies, Brown Sugar. And, I watched that movie, just the intro, Hip Hop, The Love of My Life, Live by the Roots.
Sure.
You talk about lyricism
Yeah.
and bars, no
Oh,
better
man,
than Black
absolutely,
Thought, Teresa
absolutely.
Trotter.
Yeah.
Hearing that song
Yeah.
off the Roots Live, Who's Coming Live album.
Yeah.
I mean, those things just take you somewhere else.
Absolutely. They take you someplace that a typical Future song or Fetty Wap song can't take you. Not to knock that, but that stuff is good. It'll sustain you in the clubs and sometimes in your car. But when you're home and you sometimes you just you sit down, you just relax, you crack a brew, David. When you listen to that classic
I
hip
heard
hop.
that chess boxing
Oh
beat come
my
on.
goodness,
The
what?
Jizza,
Yeah.
chess boxing.
I heard, how about, hey, David, when I was in the market that they had my headphones on, I heard Eric B. and Rakim, Ghetto. Ghetto!
You heard that? That one takes you. I heard. I ain't no joke.
Oh, I ain't no
Oh, come on, man. Don't get me started. Sound of the Police, I heard,
Oh,
took me there.
my goodness.
What
is classic
I was watching
hip-hop, dude.
Ride Along 2.
Right.
At the end of the movie, they put
Right.
on Black Cop.
Right.
I mean, Sound of the Police.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Come on, man.
This beats, man. Boom back.
Boom
Original
bap.
rap.
Original
Come on,
rap.
Dave. That's
Takes
what it's
you
all
there.
about, man.
Yes, sir.
That's what
Yes,
it's all
sir.
about. That's what it's all
Yes,
about.
sir. Yes. There's nothing else to be said about that, man.
Classic.
We got a visitor came in the studio right now.
DJ Greg Nice.
That's right.
DJ Greg Dice in the house following us. The Bill
Sir.
Detroit Radio Show. Greg Dice, what's happening,
All right.
sir? How are you?
What's that?
Funny you coming at this time. We were just reminiscing about real hip hop versus
Classic.
the slush mouth stuff that go turn up music that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Give us your quick take on what you're feeling. What's your thoughts on taking it back to the golden era?
As a DJ, especially.
As a DJ.
As a DJ, man, it's a different era. Mm-hmm. It's a different era. It's a different mindset with our children. You know what I'm saying? Because my children, the music they listen to, I don't like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You
But
don't rock with it
I
at all.
understand. Yeah. Because when I was growing up, this music that we came up on, my parents didn't understand.
Sure.
Goes
You know what I'm saying?
Kinda goes
So
with the territory.
I look at it as, it's a different time, it's a different age because with the internet and all the other avenues where you can get music from, it's crazy, man. Because if we had what they had when we was coming up,
Right.
Right. They're fed information at such a faster pace
exactly.
from every direction.
Right.
So it changes. The energy's different.
Yeah.
Our energy was different then coming from the old heads that were before us. It just goes with the times, and I can respect that.
Right.
And like me and Derek were saying, we like to turn up every once in a while.
Absolutely.
We like it.
Yeah,
we respect it for
I love
the energy of the
commas. I
place.
love commas.
Right.
I like Dear Future's commas. That's why I love
Come on,
that
we're
song.
both Drizzy fans.
Absolutely.
So
I mean, some of the music like Drake, J. Cole.
Now, see, we were talking about those guys are outliers.
Like
Kendrick
those guys,
Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, that's hip hop right there.
Because
that's
speaks
the kind
to
of hip hop that
Absolutely.
Right.
This is like when we came up, it was Public Enemy. Eric B. and Rakim.
Right.
Who else?
KRS-One.
Right.
Brand Nubian.
Brand Nubian. Like everybody had their own style. Everybody had.
It was
their
more
own
about originality.
Yeah,
That's the biggest thing.
And see now, everybody
everybody's
wants to
trying to-
sound the same.
That's the thing. That's
You know what I mean? Because it's all about the money now.
right.
Underlay.
Yeah.
Right up underlay.
That to me is like.
About to see that's just. But that is a microcosm of the energy and how these kids are being fed stuff in their face with the information.
Right.
It's fast.
Yeah.
It's repetitive.
Yeah.
It comes from every direction.
Right.
So naturally, when they spit it back out to the world, it's gonna come out in that fashion.
Exactly.
Like how we rap. We
That's the style now.
That's
you know
the
what I mean?
style.
That's the
It is
style
what it
now
is.
to
It is
the
what it
kids
is.
like from 10. I would say from 10 years old to 25.
Mm-hmm.
That is what they want to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like when I do parties like I do 3, maybe 4 parties a week.
Okay.
And sometimes when I do young people parties, like that's the music they love, that's the music I have to play, and that's the music that they get that's their twist.
Right, sure. So you gotta respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna
You have to
play with
respect
their way
it.
as
Right.
a DJ.
You know,
play with
let me play some
Airbnb.
Airbnb Rakim. They gonna be
They're
like,
gonna go crazy.
Oh,
what's
man.
that?
Shut the
No, they
party
like,
down.
what's that?
Right.
That may as well be Freddie Jackson.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like,
It's
I'm
just
trying to go to sleep.
It's not quick enough. It's not quick enough.
It might as well be Chubby Checker.
Yeah,
exactly. It is to them.
You know what I'm
It is to
saying?
them.
Because they're not familiar with it, they don't know.
Indeed.
But the beauty is it's all hip hop.
Right.
Exactly.
We're that first generation that can connect on that level.
Absolutely. That's
So we might
the
not-
advantage we have over
That's
there.
the advantage we have
And
over
I take that. I cherish that. I cherish
You
that.
do
I
cherish it.
cherish
You
that.
have to.
I mean, the era we came up in, so I'm 48, right? So I came up with hip
Yeah,
hop.
we're right there.
You know what I mean? I
with
came
you.
up with it.
We were there from the inception. We were there from
We
the
remember
From the
inception.
beginning.
We
That's
remember
the
when
beginning.
hip hop didn't exist. The
I remember
coolest thing-
absolutely.
We came from an era where the coolest thing we ever heard was Rick James.
Absolutely, right.
And then it went
right.
from Rick
and
James
Prince
and
all
Prince
that.
and-
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Right.
To Grandmaster Flash,
Right,
you heard his flow,
absolutely.
just hit the scene
Yes.
like boom,
Yes.
like a
That
sonic
message,
boom.
Absolutely. And that
You know,
was-
for me it was an awakening.
Absolutely.
It was like I was
Absolutely.
dormant, and then
Oh,
you
my
unlocked the
goodness,
beast when you
indeed,
brought hip hop to me.
Yeah.
You know, when hip hop first hit Philly, when I first, found out about hip hop, it's 1978, 79.
Yeah, that's about right.
You know what I mean? The first hip hop record that ever played on the radio on the regular was Rapper's Delight. And that was like, oh
That was
my
amazing.
God.
That
It was amazing.
fantastic.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And before that, I was already into Grandmaster Caz and the Furious Five and DJ Theodore
Right.
and
Wizard, yeah.
Grand was a Theodore, you know what I'm saying, and
Cold Crush Brothers.
Cold Crush Brothers, you know what I'm saying. So I was already in the mix.
Hurt and all that stuff.
You know what I mean? So when Rappers Delight came out, I was like, oh, like it was the first like real hip hop record, that came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
was on the radio and it was accepted. You know what I mean? Now they even got that song in movies.
Right.
You see an old lady on the stage.
Right.
Hip hop.
Yeah.
Hip. You know what I'm saying? That to me is like, oh, you believe it's like that's something we invented that.
Right. Sure.
It's these kids that come up today. Hip hop music is so common to them; it's in their DNA.
Right.
So they're watching Geico commercials and they're
Yeah,
playing. I need a really big
Right,
team.
right.
I need some really big things. You know,
That's
that-
exactly.
they take it for granted.
Yeah, they do.
When we came up in a time, every time we saw anything resembling hip hop,
It was like,
we were glued to the
holy
TV.
smokes, absolutely.
If we got any type of taste,
It was like a fix.
it was a fix. We
And then
did
radio,
a
when
fix.
it no rare so the time you heard the radio station play it,
Come
because
on.
they might only play it like on a Sunday night or
All
whatever.
three
They
of
would
us
play, you know.
on Saturdays or listen to Lady B
Oh,
on
absolutely.
WHAT.
Yeah.
It was like maybe one night a week.
Yeah.
One night a week.
One night
That's
a
all
week,
you got.
and you was glued to the radio.
You was glued to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sundays we ain't had
Yep,
nothing.
yep,
We just
yep.
sat and heard the crickets in the
Yeah,
summertime.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm
So-
saying? I mean, like it's you know what I love hip hop so much. It's like I have to adapt to what the young people.
Indeed.
You got to.
We all do.
You know what I'm
We all
saying?
do. Yep.
And like sometimes I don't like a lot of it.
Right.
Most of it I don't like.
Yeah.
Some of it I like.
Right.
Some of it I like. I ain't gonna front.
It's like you have to find something redeeming about it. We're used to a certain standard, so now we almost have to dumb down your expectations.
The bar is
Yeah.
set
Is it a
high.
good
Exactly.
rap?
The bar
Is it a
set
good
high.
beat? Is it catchy? And we're
Right.
almost at that point right now where we
Right,
have to
right.
listen to rap differently. It's not the same as Cool G rap and Polo.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
where we and Rock Kimmer when
Yeah.
we used to listen to, even like the Tough
Yeah.
Crew and that type
Yeah.
of stuff.
You know
So
what I
what
mean?
we have to listen to now is like, is it a good beat? Does it kind of like get you bobbing a little
The
bit? So
first thing-
that's what's really what's making rap good.
And the first thing that you hear is the beat.
Yeah.
You know, before the guy get on there and start, you
Right.
know what I mean? The first thing you hear is the beat.
And you gotta take your old head years off.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen to the current day. You have to adjust.
appreciate what's going
You
on.
have to listen on the current.
Now,
You
one
have
of
to
the
listen on
songs
current.
that I really like, I really like, pinpoint like T.I. and Young Thug. It was called what's the name of the song?
T.I. and Young Thug.
Mustard on the beat, huh?
You're talking about
Okay,
what's the
okay.
name?
What's the name of that song? T.I. Young
Must
Thug.
about the money.
Yeah,
About
that
the money.
that song.
That's my song right there.
Yeah. Now, see, that song is with somebody who's came up like through the ranks, and T.I. came up through the
T.I.'s
ranks.
an OG in it now.
He's
been around.
he got his ear to the street.
But he's adaptable. He keeps his ear to the street.
You know what I'm
He's the
saying?
mayor of the hey.
Yeah,
King
right.
of the South for no reason.
You know what I'm saying? So, when I hear songs like that, man, I was like, oh, I really like this song. And Snoop Dogg was on a. He said something at like an award show. He was like, "This is one of those songs I wish I could have been."
You're right.
You know what I mean? And he's right, because that was a song at that time in that era. It was that song. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was a great song, even though lyrically wise, other than T.I., nothing was being said on the song.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because Young Thug, he's like to me, he's just like a.
He's a caricature.
Yeah.
He's a caricature.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. He's like a, a young thug. When you think of a young thug, you think of somebody that's really like being a thug. With this cat, he wears tight
Not with
jeans
skinny
and,
jeans.
He looks gay to me.
We're all trying to hate. Well, listen, give them the name of your show. We're going to wrap things up.
Okay.
You're going to follow us. Tell everybody the name of your show on our
All right, DJ Greg Nice, the new FM radio show, 88.1 FM. It's the new FM radio show. That's the name of my show.
There you go.
All right, thank you. He comes on right behind us.
Yeah.
Thanks for the input,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Nice.
Yes,
Appreciate it,
I can talk him.
G.
You're crazy.
Thank you for that. And that's what we were just doing, yeah. All right, so we made a new friend to the room. Greg Nice came in and dropped the gem on us. There we go. Drop bombs on there. That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it is 5 minutes to 9. We are wrapping things up on the Build and Destroy radio show.
Right.
88.1 WPEB. We'd like to thank everyone who checked us out on Ustream.tv. Search Build and Destroy Radio. Again, Tuesday night, 7 to 9 is the time and day now for
Will
us.
our bartender be back with us next week?
Yes, our bartender / music director will
Yes.
be back with fresh rhymes, fresh insight, and maybe fresh drinks.
Absolutely. Hey, why not?
Hey, why not? We're going to put them to work.
Yes, indeed, David.
You know?
Put them skills to work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Finishing thoughts, Derek?
Oh, just good to be back, God.
It is good to be back.
Love is love and life is life, man.
Yeah.
We thrive off you guys, man. Your energy, when you guys are my
The
brothers.
energy, you can't, people, let me tell you, the energy that's felt and love between these three brothers when we get down, we have to do this every day. We're going to keep expanding,
Absolutely.
keep trying to grow our audience, keep trying to grow our show. We thank those that have been riding with us from the
We do this
beginning,
together. We do this together.
the infancy stage.
People that ride with us regularly, we thank you.
Continue to ride with us,
We
watch
would
us
be
grow.
where we were without you.
We're
are
gonna
now.
keep
and I couldn't
pushing.
stay without you, so we appreciate you.
Damn,
Love you.
Skippy.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so again, winding things down, this is the Build and Destroy radio show. Shout out to the Roundtable with Barry Denise and Cynthia. You'll be able to check them out tomorrow night, Wednesday from 7 to 9, again on WPEB 88.1 FM. My name is David Hanna.
Derek Adger.
All right, this is Build and Destroy Radio, and as you go through your travels and tribulations and stuff you do during the next week, you always have to remember one thing. Always build and destroy.
And destroy.
And destroy.
And destroy.
Good night,
Peace,
everybody.
Billy.
Peace, Philly.
I can't wait till we get that echo going.
Good. So that's part of the discussion.
Can y'all leave that stream on? Or is it?
That's gotta walk with us. It's on my phone.
Absolutely.
It's gotta walk with us. Sorry. He was asking about that last week. Hey, Ustream, what's going on? We're winding things down. Thanking everybody for checking us out. Whatever you're checking us out on. We're about to shut this thing down. Another edition of Build and Destroy Radio. Really enjoy bringing the show with you. Enjoy chopping it up with my man.
Always.
Miss our music director, Mark Bennett. He will be back next week, so you'll get to see the light-skinned boy Wonder do his thing on the 1s and 2s next week. Like we just checked out, always remember to build and destroy and everything that you do, and we will be right here. Ustream.tv, search Build and Destroy Radio, Tuesdays 7 to 9. Peace.
Peace. Love you.